Before you ball, because we'll do and run jiggy jangles and screams.
Buffie Purselle and
Hi.
Hello.
Who's the one person? Hola, ¿cómo está? Now, what these people doing in DC? Ain't nobody have time for this tomfooleries. Who is the one person? Let us know who you are in the comments. Who's the lone person that's like, Buffy stay going live?
And I dressed up for the audience and everything.
I didn't dress up. That's what I had on. Buffy stay going live and don't tell nobody she going live ahead of time. Like folk just standing by waiting for her ass to go live. Sorry. I felt it pertinent to just pop on real quick because I was talking lots of smack on my Instagram live and my TikTok live. And I was like, oh, I should do YouTubesies. Y'all, what these people that look like Dave doing in DC, y'all? Hey, Kukla Cream. Hey, Cyber Groupie. Hey, Douglas Bailey. Hey, Gigi Goods. Hey, Jamaica Chappelle. Hey, hola, ¿cómo estás? Y'all, okay, notifications. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hi, Cyber Groupie. Can't read. Hey, I can't read tonight. Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie Harvey. First and foremost, I said this in an Instagram post. Why they so crunk this time? That's what I want to know. They went this crunk when President Obama was inaugurated. You know why? You know why?
Because of racism.
Beyond that, the main reason is they didn't think that President Obama was that powerful because they had Mitch McConnell. And so they knew that Mitch would block everything he tried to do for American people. Or if he got in there and tried to do some stuff for blacks, they weren't going to have that, right? So now that, because these little pesky Georgians showed up and showed out and flipped the Senate, they worried. Because now...
No more Mitch. Bye, Mitch.
No more Mitch. Bye, Mitch. Adios, Mitch. We won't miss you. Now you're the what is he? Minority
leader.
Bruh. Now Mitch doesn't have all that power. And so they're concerned because we got people now in office like Kamala Harris and Biden by proxy. Who gonna be about it? And really, Kamala is probably the most powerful person now. Probably is going to need more security than Biden because she's the tiebreaker, and they are terrified. That's the difference this time. They noticed some real meaningful changes on deck. Like reparations to folk that look like me. They ain't trying to do that, and now they got some folk in there, and then they got somebody that really look like us as the tiebreaker and vice president. Folks, they get worried. It's too much for them. It's too much, honey. It's way too much for them. Good evening, y'all. And so they storm in the Capitol, honey. See, it's a coup. It's a damn domestic terrorism. Speak whenever you want to speak, David. The views and comments by Buffie Purselle are those of Buffie Purselle and not of Dr. David Purselle or his businesses or my business.
I mean, if it comes out of my mouth, it's my view.
Well, this is commentary that I believe in. And if y'all are new to us, our relationship is one in which we join each other. Dave, you look incredibly short because I'm sitting up on my little thing. David is 6 foot tall and I'm 5'3" on a good day.
I'll sit on this.
Cut them checks. Agreed. I did this spoof.
There we go. How's that?
There you go. I did this spoof on Hamilton's What Comes Next? You've been free. Do you know how hard it is to lead? I ain't gonna sing the whole song, but basically, Democrats, we showed up and showed out and do what we're supposed to do. Y'all best to pay up. Y'all ain't got no more. You can't blame Mitch no more. You can't blame nobody else. Back to these crazy white folk storming DC. It's freaking domestic terrorism.
I mean,
no?
so what is the definition of terrorism? It's terrorism. It's violence with a political agenda. This is terrorism.
Right. I mean, y'all, I'm trying to understand how they got folk walking out with whole damn podiums. They done broke into Nancy Pelosi's office. Now, a lot of y'all don't know, I do a lot of work in DC, but I have before COVID. Know the city quite well. The Capitol Police be on it. So I don't know how they wasn't prepared today.
I don't know.
That's some bullshit.
I don't know either.
I mean, it's DC is the most highly policed area, obviously, because our government is there. And them girls from Potomac are in quick proximity.
I saw someone who had posted a picture from the Black Lives Matter protests today, just a comparison. And they had all the police lined up on the Capitol steps. No one was getting anywhere near there. But
so there's a distinct difference between that. The Black Lives Matter protest. This is a riot, an act of domestic terrorism, which someone was killed, murdered today. Yep. And there are profound differences between the two in that the one is a protest because people were being unjustly murdered. We were upset and took to the streets and did what we did because folks had lost their lives unjustly. You know, you could be sleeping in your bed and the police can kill you and nothing's done about it. That is protesting. These mugs mad because they lost an election fair and square. They acting like their team lost the Super Bowl. It's just what it's equivalent to, in my view.
Their team did lose the Super Bowl, but they're claiming that it was rigged and stolen.
I mean, y'all, you had to take Trump. So, like, Trump wakes up and says, well, I feel like I'm worth $20 billion today. And he says that's how he determines his valuations on his net worth. Like,
am I paying taxes today or do I need a loan today?
Right. So if he's like, so if I need a loan today, I'm worth $20 billion. If I'm paying taxes, I'm worth negative $20 billion. So when you have somebody that's that level of a narcissist, what you expect? He believes that he won the election by a landslide. And all his people in his inner circle have been too afraid to say shit about him. To say, yo, bro, no, actually you lost really bad, dude. You lost. But they're not gonna say that because he had been in bed with Putin allegedly and had all this dirt on all these members in Congress. Really, that's the only thing that I can explain why these people have acted a fool while this man was in office.
Now, we have just a couple weeks left, but that's plenty of time. Plenty of time to do a lot of damage. So we have this wonderful thing called the 25th Amendment. Someone should get some balls and invoke the damn thing.
Somebody needs to enact it, named the Vice President Pence. Now, it's a scary day in American history when we depended on Pence to do something. Because that mug's terrifying to me. But Trump is doing what he says he always does. Oh, yeah, Twitter has locked his account, and they said that if he doesn't for 12 hours, I think. Because, he literally used their social media platform
to incite violence. They should just cancel it.
But, you close and lock my account when I post my naked fat ass on it. But he can tell people to stand by and stand down, whatever, and go do the bullshit. The emperor is in new clothes, honey. You're right, honey. He really does believe that he won that election. Talk about that level of narcissism, psychiatrist.
That's delusional.
Oh, that ain't even narcissism. Yeah, that's just flat out delusional.
It's because of his narcissistic tendencies, but yes, that's just flat out delusional. Grounds for the 25th Amendment?
Well, we'll see if they're gonna darn do it. Hold on, somebody said something that I talked about. Oh yeah, so I also did a tweet where I said I guess the DC police and Capitol Police, their racial sensitivity training kicked in today. The white races racial sensitivity training, because we didn't see any rubber bullets. We didn't see anybody get shot by the cops, and We didn't see the batons used. We didn't see water hoses. We didn't see dogs. I don't even think we saw handcuffs. Did anybody get arrested? I mean, they totally forgot all they training that they had to maim and kill for protesting. And these people ain't even protesting. They darn domestic terrorists, and they getting treated like they on a field trip in damn DC. Come on, the police weren't prepared. How the hell the DC police even the old DC police chief who's retired was like, yeah, right. He was like, what you mean y'all were prepared? This is all we do prepare for, honey. And how they got to the Capitol, child.
Right. That's
a highly secure facility. I mean, talk about white privilege. You just roll up to the with machine guns and busting glass open and putting your feet up on Nancy Pelosi's office. And I work in DC a lot, and that office is highly guarded. How the hell did they get up and through there? I mean, y'all, that white card ain't no damn joke. Y'all do whatever y'all want, child. They just bopping around freely, tearing up property, government property at that. Remember, they was all worried about, the private property is being damaged by these protesters. They damaging government property that you and I own and pay for the maintenance of.
Walking out with souvenirs like podiums and shit like that.
Stealing mail. This is how dumb these fools are. Stealing Nancy Pelosi's mail and then posting selfies with cops with the damn mail. That's mail fraud in addition to other charges you about to catch. But they are living in this bubble of Trump is gonna pardon everybody out there, and that nigga might. I mean, they not be worried because he done told them all in their secret chat. Mass protest pardons. I'm a pardon. I might be it. I done just spoke that into existence. That mug might have told everybody, I'm a pardon y'all. Do it up. Some power in that. I hope y'all got y'all munitions and y'all, David ain't saying this, but I am. I've been planning, honey. We just gonna be off the grid if we need to. We got water. Don't come up in here. We got a new fence that can be electrified, and you will get shock your ass if you try to get up and through these gates. Plus, we got a political official, so ain't nobody getting up here with Secret Service on my street protecting us 24/7. But anyway, I play with my hair, but I'm still rinse. Don't try it, craze that look like my beautiful husband. But don't think like him, because David's a big Democrat and loves everybody, and these people is crazy. Of course, you got an uncle that's a little bit like them people.
A little bit. A lot of it.
I wonder what he's thinking tonight. We should call him live for shits and giggles. Yeah, I know I'm messy as hell. I should call my mother-in-law because she would definitely go off. She is a big Democrat. Anyway, let me see what some of y'all's questions are. I've been running my mouth. I'd rather be shot than live in a country with militia. Yeah, I ain't living in no militia either. I concur, honey. Us concurs. No, they were just loitering during the curfew. Who was it? Yeah. So does the president take a psych evaluation when they vet him? So you know what's so funny about and not so funny about Trump? And I know a lot about this again because I have lots of clients who are politicians. They're like so behind with vetting. Like there's like a backlog, I think, of 55,000 applications. And like vetting, and you would think just vetting the president would be, that has to be done. But no way in heck did President Trump he was not held to the same vetting standards as other presidents.
No,
not the same as Obama.
He asked to skip the line and to expedite things. Because
one, he got bad credit, allegedly. So, that's a problem that would come up on the vetting. Dose. All that mixing it around and stuff in China and Russia money and stuff wouldn't fly with no darn full vetting. How did Melania? How did Ivanka and Jared Kushner with Jared know he got some badass credit allegedly get there? They never got vetted. That's why. he didn't get fully vetted. And you saw he brought in his own physician. So he would bring a chiropractor in to be his internal medicine doctor so he could pass whatever, you know, he would bring a real psychiatrist in. That's why. And they allowed it. And they allowed it. That's the definition of white privilege. They allowed it. They were making threats all over. Hey, Simone B, Miss Accountant. They were making threats all over the internet over the weekend. The FBI and CIA just blew off their threats. Well, why we think they blew them off? The way they look. A lot of them didn't even have masks on. Like the time when they dumbasses should have a mask on. Right, exactly. The dumbasses, like just to be totally down with Trump. I ain't even gonna wear a mask to cover my face so that the FBI can't find me. I'm gonna just leave my barren face out because this mug is gonna just hook us all up.
And what's so crazy about it? You know, there are cameras and listening devices all over the Capitol, but
CCTV all up and through the Capitol.
But then you go in there and you take fucking selfies and post them on social media like this isn't going to get seen somewhere, and you're not going to get identified. It's like, oh, Judge, that wasn't me on my social media account with my picture.
Some of the damn cops was taking selfies with these people, laughing like this mess is hilarious. Dave, what's your medical diagnosis of Trump? If you think he's crazy, do you think he can be found unfit to stand trial? They ain't gonna say crazy.
Okay, so I have not personally examined Donald J. Trump, our current president.
Your president.
So I cannot give you a diagnosis. But let me talk about narcissistic personality disorder.
Like our dog down here. Who's like
narcissistic personality disorder can be a really malignant personality disorder, especially if it's really bad. But basically, people with narcissistic personality disorder feel that rules don't apply to them, that they're better than everybody else, that they should have privileges that other people don't have. So
sound like them girls on that show I used to be
I can't make a diagnosis, but I can certainly talk about DSM-5 diagnoses.
And then the MRSMD, not that you asked me, but I married into medicine. Yeah, that mug is crazy. Let's see. Even at curfew, they didn't immediately start arresting anyone, all kinds of federal offenses. I know, right? Like they were like, please go home. Y'all, would y'all just please go home? Like if you would just back up, please just, go home, get some rest, get a smoothie on the way. We know you're parched from being out here. But when Black Lives Matter people out there protesting peacefully, wasn't tearing nothing up, we was met with...
It's akin to Dylan Roof being taken to Wendy's on the way to the jail.
Right, and it's just insane. But you know what, y'all, real talk, are you surprised at their treatment? I'm just curious. I mean, it's sad, but I'm not really surprised. Oh, a witness said that either a cop or security shot the woman who passed away. Gosh.
Yeah, I think I saw that on the news that that she was actually, I don't know if she was one of the protesters or terrorists, however we're calling it, probably terrorists.
Don't say protesters.
Is a better
no white person. Let me tell y'all white people. Y'all better call them thugs.
One of the violent terrorists.
Terrorists.
I don't know if she was part of that group or not, but I did hear that it was law enforcement that shot her.
The videos I've seen, the police were backing away and taking pictures. I can't, y'all. I can't. Yeah, Shanique, the world is watching and they're laughing at us. Mm-hmm. And you know who's laughing at us the most? Putin.
Yep. He's like, I've done it.
He did what
I
he
accomplished
wanted to
my
do.
goal.
Like,
the end of democracy.
Correct. And then what did J. Edgar Hoover say, who with his allegedly passing behind, said the greatest threat to America's security is if Black people, at that time he said Negroes, organize, if there's unity amongst the Negroes. And so when we showed up and showed out and voted, Black women specifically, go ahead, get our dog. And like Stacey Abrams and all the women that worked with her, whose names I can't call on right now, who are integral and make integral. Can't say that damn word.
Integral.
I can't.
Integral.
You can't even say it. Getting the vote out with the youth and now I forgot what I wanted to say because I couldn't say the damn word. But anyway, yes, the world is watching and we look a damn mess. We look a mess. We look a mess. We look a mess.
And I think world leaders are denouncing what's happening in the U.S., which is, I mean, how is it that we are the ones that are supposed to be the stronghold of democracy in the world, and this is the crap that happens?
Because we haven't been. We've been talking smack. It's been the con game. It's been like Instagram life versus reality. America is really like a damn third world country at this point. And I hate a developing country. We don't say third world no more, but you know what I mean? Like literally that we don't make anything here. The unemployment rates are horrific. We got people starving right now. And these mugs out there with no mask on in a global pandemic, pitching a fit because their guy lost an election fair and square. I mean, just look at it. We don't have enough respirators in hospitals or beds in ERs to take care of people that are dying from this pandemic right now in this country. And these mugs are outside having a temper tantrum because their guy didn't win the election. I mean, sorry I'm late, but have you or anyone on here call for Trump impeachment or resignation letter?
I mean, a resignation would be nice.
He ain't gonna do it.
Impeachment, there's not enough time. There's 2 weeks.
2 weeks left.
And after that, then it's haul him out in chains. But
so this is what I'm trying to say to y'all. So like all that is good for a regular rational person, but he ain't gonna leave. So what if you do rush through an impeachment? He ain't gonna leave.
Right.
He ain't gonna write no resignation letter. No, it's just not, you're not dealing with a rational human being. So he's gonna have to be escorted out there. I'm telling you, and he wants to go down in a blaze of glory. Like this all plays into his ego. This is what he wants. This in his mind solidifies this election was stolen from me. Imagine if Democrats did this when the election was stolen from Al Gore.
Right.
Like when it was some real ish. Did we do this? No, we did not.
Now, let's think about this stolen election. Well, where did what was stolen was the Republicans' ploys to suppress the vote. That was stolen from them. So people went out and voted.
Well, no, their dumb plan of telling people not to mail in ballots during a global pandemic. Like, no, you must go in. Them white people was like, them Republicans, and not all Republicans are whites, because there's some black Republicans I know. But them people was like, we ain't going out and vote. It's your like we just ain't gonna go.
Yeah.
Or they all went. And there was just more of us. We turned them because people were like Dave said earlier. He said some people probably didn't vote for Biden and Kamala. They probably just wrote in some damn body or voted for a third because they just couldn't stomach voting for Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, good for MSNBC. Always be with it. I'm about over CNN. Love y'all, but not really. They need to be called a mob, domestic terrorists, rioters, thugs. Villains, not patriots.
No,
like
no,
Trump
there's
called
nothing
them.
patriotic about this.
The National Guard needs to stay until Biden is sworn in. Child, it's gonna be worse once Biden. Let me tell y'all something right now. This was mob light. This was the test run. They've been talking a lot of yin yang for a long time, so this can't be their best effort.
The thing I hope is that this isn't just the Boston Tea Party. That it's the beginning of a broader thing.
Right. That was scary for you to say. It's true though. Can you pick up our son who's
Maybe.
like whining?
Come here, little
And the closer we get to the inauguration, the more drastic attacks. Yeah, and they already have this plan in place. Know that. There's no way they just up and sent out a text message to all these cray-crays and said, y'all go do y'all thing. No, they've been planning this stuff for a while. Like, you know, like I said, shared earlier, I'm a gun enthusiast and I can't even buy. They don't even have, there's no munitions available for me to buy for Glenda the Good Glock because they done bought them all up. For what? Because they think they in a damn civil war.
As the guy in the firearms store laughed at me when I asked for some 9mm. He's like, "Oh, that's made out of unobtainium."
I don't know what's gonna happen on Inauguration Day. It's gonna have to be totally virtual. It's gonna have to be totally virtual. Look, boy, nah. You know, we were invited to some stuff and it's all gonna be kind of small and virtual. Where are you going? Where's Batman? Yeah, that's Louis, our son. Now Prada is sitting down being quiet like a little good girl, but Louis needs all attention like his mama. He is spoiled. Hold up, let's see. They ain't no thugs. Girl, I grew up with thugs. Those are some scared white folks who are quick. I know that's right. Don't besmirch the good name of thugs. You is damn right, Troy. Yeah, you correct my black behind. Now, you're right about that. Them ain't thugs. We gotta respect thugs. Thugs about that life. They wouldn't, you right. Now, you said that, bro. I'm just saying that they little use of the term thugs.
I said this earlier tonight about the white people are scared because they're becoming the minority. I mean, I'm not scared.
They didn't say the white people out here white.
I mean,
but
I'm not in the scared group.
You ain't scared about nothing. So, hey everyone. Yes, thank you, Georgia. We did our thing, honey.
Yes, indeed.
We showed up and showed out in the state. Yeah.
And I imagine our nephew Jalen is not watching, but Jalen, your vote did it.
It did. But you know, I'm so proud. I mean, his first elections that he voted in, and it actually it's great for them. They need Mary J to sing from wherever. Hold on, there was some funny thing I just missed. Somebody said. Yeah, said he tried to buy a gun and they were sold out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are. Anything will happen. You're right, Troy. Troy, you coming through with the word tonight. Hallelujah. Dave Off-White. Nah, he is lily white. I'm sorry to say.
No,
y'all.
wait, no. I have my red.
He's lily.
I'm pinkish.
You is lily. They know what they is.
I've got my red undertones.
They knows what I was.
My red overtones, actually.
Davis White. YT. I just realized those two letters are like YT to whatever it was. I'm racist. We did it, Joe. So proud of Georgia. Y'all saw so many memes for that today. Okay, so what else was I gonna say? About the crazy people storming. I better see numerous arrests. I better, if they stay out there tonight and get stuff popping off, they better bring that same energy they had and worse with Black Lives Matter, period. And I don't want to hear no smack from anybody about it because you did that with Black Lives Matter. You need to do it with everybody. Make you laugh because you're already mad about so much right now. Yeah, child. And I mean, they better, I think they are doing that vote now, right?
If they can get through everyone having to have a little speech.
Yeah, why they letting, so if you don't have to delay the darn vote, right, then why everybody up there giving damn speeches about democracy? We don't need all that Chuck Schumer and everybody. I like y'all, but shut up and just do the damn vote.
Maybe they're hoping that these fools who want to protest the certifying the electors will just shut up and go away if they make them listen to this long enough.
Shout out to that congressional staffer who was like, not today, and got them damn electoral votes. It was like, y'all ain't saying hear that stuff. Shout out to that person, because honey, Hunty, hey, really BTV. Yes, they are, and this is 100% treason. I'm just saying, let's just in a new world. Could you imagine if we was doing this stuff with Obama? Oh gosh. They have to address the objections. You're right. That's why they're doing all that. Oh yeah, I've seen that they prove that the walls don't work, that they just walk through them. It ain't nothing, honey. Hilarious. Well, we just wanted to come on and say our little 2 cents about what's going on. Y'all stay home, stay safe. So Tamika Mallory, who I respect and hold in the highest regard, was like, Black folk and white affiliates. She didn't say that. I added that. This ain't our fight. Stay home. Mind your business. Continue to fight online on social media, but don't go out there and let the police, let the National Guard, let the military, let them handle it. You know, remember, they're like, respect the blue. So they need to respect the blue too. And let's mind our business, stay home safe with our families, and let America figure it out, honey. She need to fix. She got her slip been showing for a long time, and she need to fix it. It's hanging, girl. It's hanging real low. David's lost. He don't know what the hell I'm saying, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
I remember something about slip showing on the show that we might have been on.
Yeah, that show down to the medicine. But yeah, let's stay home, stay safe. Call your folks, tell them don't get hype and get out there when they do get in the mix. No, let this play out. We gonna stay home and do our thing and let this play out. White folk need those white folk, not the affiliates, not the good white folk, like they used to say, good black folk. Y'all didn't know I was low-key racist. Let the good white folks stay with us. The rest of y'all fools do what y'all need to do. Get it out your system, and we'll keep it on. She said yes, even with that long gown on. Yes, Simone, you're my people with the metaphors, baby. Yes. Oh, I love my nerds. Romney said it was an insurrection incited by the president.
Now, earlier,
Tammy D, you was correct.
Earlier this week, media was talking about or Trump might even said this is not a bloodless coup. Well, it's starting to be a bloody coup. Damn it!
Y'all got Dave cussing. What the hell? You know it's bad when Dave cussing. What's the Corvette challenge? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna look it up. Don't worry. Well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in at the last minute. I'm glad y'all turned on y'all's notifications. Y'all know I'll just be like, I'm gonna just pop up. I be trying to be like Prince. Prince just remember when Prince was alive, he would come to Atlanta. For those of y'all who live in Atlanta or whatever small cities, what are big cities that Prince came, and you hear on the radio, I was in college, and they'd be like, Prince is gonna be at the Tabernacle at 3 a.m. tonight.
I remember you going to that show. I was like, hell no, I'm sleeping, damn it. I gotta be at work in the morning. You all off to the Tabernacle.
And so ride or die fans would go. And I went, and Prince's hair got wet, and he was like, I ain't singing no more songs. And I was like, that's okay. we understand. We got your perm.
No, I will say the first concert I tried to go to when I was 16 years old was Prince, but it got sold out.
Purple Rain Tour. And you were stuck in the rain.
But the line was, they were doing it for those who remember the Turtles record shops. That's where they were selling.
I remember that.
That's where they were selling the tickets. And
they had
the line,
tower music.
There were like 1,000 people in line, and everyone had like a lottery number, and ours was like 900 something. So we're like, we're never gonna get tickets. So. And sure enough, we didn't. But it was a good excuse to be out all night on a school night when we were 16 years old.
My team told me they're gonna get back to you. We had a call today, so I think my first availability is in February. Don't kill me, but yeah, they gonna holler at you. Really, they told me today about your message. Okay, so Louis is whining. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for letting us cut up and say our little perspective. And David and his blouse.
Suicide awareness.
Sorry, I shouldn't have made jokes. Just I like to call men's t-shirts,
but
blouses.
we can try to get the Republicans to come out of the darkness.
Republicans. We appreciate y'all. Y'all stay home and stay safe. Remember, this ain't our fight. Stay out of it. You know, they'll be all right. Appreciate you. Smoochies.
Bye.
Please crawl before you ball, and then take a little bit of the money and save it, and then do something you ball. Because wealthy and money, Jiggy Jangles and screams.
Buffie Purselle and Inauguration.